Hi everyone, my name's Jules Damschke. I'm a project manager at Liberate Learning, and today I'm going to be chatting with Daryl Evans about the current learning and development landscape, with the particular focus on the higher education sector and digital learning. Daryl's the perfect person to be having this conversation with. He's spent time as a teacher, as an academic, as a deputy Vice-Chancellor, as a pro Vice-Chancellor, and he now blends his educational and management expertise through his consulting business, Global Derby. So he really is an sort of internationally recognised expert in this field, and we're really lucky to be chatting with him today. So thanks for joining us, Daryl.
Thanks, George. It's great to be here and I'm looking forward to a conversation with you.
What excites you about a piece of digital learning? And on the flip side, what sort of makes your heart sink when you see it in a piece of digital learning?
Look, I think that's a great question because I do get very excited about different elements of digital learning. But I think for me, I suppose it's about an advancement that really leads to or enables better learning in our students. So I suppose an approach, a system, an intervention that enables you to do something as a teacher and an educator that you weren't able to previously do, or teach something perhaps better or more easily than you were able to do, something you'd always wanted to do but wasn't able to until some sort of digital technology came along to allow you to do that. But I always like to see a digital intervention as an enabler to learning, either for an individual student, the individual educator to change their practice, or for expanding learning to new populations that have never been able to perhaps have the opportunities through learning, and to change an organisation. But I liked your second part of the question because lots of things make my heart sink as well. And I think that's making something digital just for the sake of it. It adds nothing to learning. It adds nothing to learning experience. That really, I think, always makes my heart sink because I always think a digital intervention must improve or really add something to that experience or the enablement of our educators. I think we get blown away by something being new and shiny, but it doesn't actually mean that it's going to be terribly effective in delivery or produce the right outcomes. And I suppose most importantly, might not be the right fit for that bit of learning. Just because it's new, it might be not used for good to be used for that particular purpose. It might be great for something else. And so I think we need to think about the design of new digital learning interventions to be needs-led, solving a particular issue, providing a really good innovative approach to something, and perhaps providing a new opportunity. That's sort of thing.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, and I mean, yeah, there's something that some of us at Liberate say, and that's the idea of engagement of the mind or cognitive engagement, not engagement of the finger. In terms of using a mouse or a keyboard. So you've kind of touched on that idea of not doing something just for the sake of it, and not doing something that's not really needed to actually enhance the cognitive and educational engagement of the learner. Because I think that learners kind of see through that. If something's sort of just there, it's a bit gimmicky, or there's some sort of bells and whistles that don't actually kind of strengthen or deepen their understanding. I think learners kind of see through that. So I think it's important to kind of be mindful of that.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. And I think the other part of it is we then start to overpack our curriculum.
It's distracting. It becomes distracting.